I Was There, an eyewitness account of a Seekers concert. By Ellen Marlowe. Published, 1966. Introduction. It was a crisp spring evening in 1965 when I found myself at London's Hammersmith Odeon, eagerly awaiting a performance by the Seekers. The Australian folk pop group had taken the world by storm with their harmony-rich sound and heartfelt lyrics. Their hits like I'll Never Find Another You and The Carnival Is Over had been the soundtrack to my life in recent months. That night promised to be unforgettable, and it exceeded every expectation. The build-up. The crowd was an eclectic mix, young couples, families, and groups of teenagers all buzzing with excitement. The Seekers had a way of bringing people together with their genuine warmth and uplifting music. The Odeon, with its elegant Art Deco design and excellent acoustics, was the perfect setting. I managed to get a seat in the middle rows, close enough to see every detail on stage. As the lights dimmed, a hush fell over the audience, broken only by the sound of a lone guitar being tuned. The concert begins. The Seekers walked onto the stage to thunderous applause, their smiles lighting up the room. Judith Durham, elegant in a flowing dress, waved to the crowd as she took her place at the microphone. Athol Guy, Keith Potger, and Bruce Woodley followed, their instruments in hand. They opened with A World of Our Own, a buoyant and optimistic tune that immediately brought the audience to life. Their harmonies were flawless, filling the theater with a rich, resonant sound that seemed to touch everyone in the room. The highlights. One of the most memorable moments of the evening was when Judith introduced The Carnival Is Over. She explained how the song, based on a Russian folk melody, had become one of their most beloved tracks. As she began to sing, her clear, emotive voice soared, capturing the bittersweet essence of the lyrics. You could hear a pin drop as the audience hung on every note. Another highlight was I'll Never Find Another You. It was impossible not to sing along, and when Judith encouraged us to join in, the theater became a chorus of voices. It felt like we were all part of something bigger, connected through the power of music. The group's chemistry was evident throughout the performance. Athol's deep bass vocals, Keith's deft guitar work, and Bruce's lively energy complemented Judith's radiant stage presence. They joked between songs, sharing anecdotes from their time on tour, making the evening feel personal and intimate despite the large crowd. A unique moment. Midway through the concert, the Seekers surprised us with a cover of Blowin' in the Wind. It was a bold choice, given Bob Dylan's prominence, but they made the song entirely their own. Their harmonies added a new layer of depth to the protest anthem, and the crowd erupted in applause at the end. Judith then took to the piano for a stripped-down performance of Morningtown Ride, a lullaby-like tune that had the audience swaying gently. It was a moment of calm amid the excitement, and I remember feeling a lump in my throat as I listened. The finale. The evening closed with We Shall Not Be Moved, a rousing number that had everyone on their feet, clapping and stomping along. The energy was infectious, and the applause at the end was deafening. The Seekers returned for an encore, performing Georgie Girl, their latest hit, which brought the house down. As they bowed and waved goodbye, the crowd erupted into cheers. It was clear none of us wanted the night to end. After the show, walking out into the cool night air, I felt a deep sense of joy and connection. Strangers smiled at one another, sharing snippets of their favorite moments. The Seekers had a way of making everyone feel included, like old friends gathering for a sing-along. I clutched my program tightly, knowing I had witnessed something special. Their harmonies, sincerity, and effortless charm had created an experience I would treasure forever. Reflections. The Seekers were more than a band, they were storytellers, uniting people with their timeless melodies and heartfelt lyrics. That 1965 concert wasn't just a performance, it was a celebration of music, hope, and the human spirit.